Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin', the holiday edition. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans, along with my husband.
Hello, I'm Allen.
And just because it's Thanksgiving doesn't mean you don't get a brand new podcast, because that's how we roll.
You know what? I'm thankful for a lot of things, and we're gonna get into all that. But I'm thankful right now that we have people that want to hear a podcast, maybe on Thanksgiving. You think anybody will actually listen on Thanksgiving?
Possibly, because it comes out at 10 a.m. Central Time, which means probably some people are busy cooking their Thanksgiving lunch or dinner or whatever they're having, and they might listen to us instead of watch the parade, which may be over by then anyway.
Oh, the parades. I forgot about the parades. Yeah, we need to watch the parades. Okay, we can dive right into it. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it is Thanksgiving.
Because it is
Wink,
Thanksgiving.
wink, when we're recording this.
Yeah.
It's actually Thanksgiving Eve when we're recording it, but close enough.
Last year, we had everybody over to our house, formerly known as Raspberry Manor.
And it became Evans Estate.
And then when we moved, it became Evans Estate.
No, it was Evans Estate when you married me. And then we moved to our new house. Now it's Evans Manor. Isn't that what you call it now?
Do these details really matter in the grand scheme of things?
Well, what's our house called now?
It's Evans Estate.
I thought it was Evans Manor.
I thought it was Evans Estate. Am I wrong? I don't know. It's Evans something. Wherever. It
was Evans Estate when we were married. Okay, it was Raspberry Manor.
It was Raspberry Manor.
And then you married me and you changed it to Evans Estate.
Oh, and then we moved.
Here.
Now it's Evans Manor.
Yeah, you named it that.
Okay, it's Evans Manor.
All right.
Okay, well, anyway, we're going to my dad's house tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the original Evans Manor.
Yeah, because I hosted last year for
Right.
23 people. I believe it was 23.
And we're not doing that.
I made my very first Thanksgiving turkey ever, and it was
really good.
It was awesome.
But I also did one.
You did, but mine was more awesome. Let's just be
Well,
honest.
that's not what your brother said.
That's not what everybody
He said
says.
my turkey was the best turkey he had ever had.
Well, mine was really good. And, you know, I tell people what I did because I'd never done a turkey before. I went to Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Academy Sports and Outdoors.
And they have a brine there that they sell for turkeys. And it was a nightmare for me only because I didn't have a pot big enough to soak. It was just a big mess. But I ended up making it work and had the juiciest, best turkey ever. I'm afraid to ever do it again because, you know, beginner's luck. What they say about beginner's luck. I'm afraid lightning won't strike twice.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about that this year because
No.
my mom is throwing the bird in the oven. The bird will probably be in the oven at 4 a.m. Probably needs to go for about 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Because at the Evanses, we eat pretty early.
Stop it,
we
Larry.
do Thanksgiving lunch.
Larry, stop it.
We do Thanksgiving lunch. Would you like us to do this podcast another time?
Okay,
It's more
no, it's
convenient
fine.
for you.
Larry was chewing my sweater.
Okay. You want us to?
Oh, you're grumpy.
No, we'll hold. We'll hold for you guys.
What am I supposed to just let him just chew a hole in my sweater?
We'll hold for you guys.
All right, we're
Okay.
back.
So what are we talking about?
Thanksgiving.
Well, I forgot what I was saying.
You were saying that your mother's going to put the bird in the oven about 4 in the morning.
Yeah. She's going to put the bird in the oven about 4 a.m. It'll be done about, I don't know, 9 or 10. She'll keep it warm till we come over.
I offered to bring my mother's macaroni and cheese, but they don't want that. I guess your mom has plenty of food, but I'm bringing a charcuterie board. That's my contribution.
Yeah, that's a contribution.
Charcuteries are very popular right now.
We're going to have a lot of food.
It's a lot of meat and cheese, and I went to Trader Joe's today, and I got I got too much stuff for my charcuterie board, but I'll put as much on it as I can. I got caper berries. Very excited about that.
I don't. What's a caper berry?
It's like a caper but bigger.
I know what a raspberry is.
It's a caper berry.
I know what a dingleberry is, but I don't know what a caper berry is.
Is
that like a capybara?
I don't think
You know
so.
what a capybara is?
It's an animal, isn't
It's
it?
the world's biggest rodent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, I got that. I got a bunch of different flavors of cheeses that I'm not really familiar with. Some salami.
Gouda?
No, I don't think I got Gouda. I got one that's like cranberry flavored cheese, and I got a dill flavored cheese. I think it's a Havarti.
Oh.
And I got some brie, some triple cream brie. I think.
Okay.
That's fancy stuff. So I'm very excited to do that.
That is fancy.
And these little almonds that I love.
Well, we're going to eat.
Excited.
I'm excited too, babe, because we're going to eat early because the Cowboys come on in the early afternoon, late afternoon, or what time they kick off?
I think 3:30.
3:30. So we got to be done eating, in position with a plate of pecan pie with a dollop of whipped cream on top of it
Not me.
before the Cowboys kick off.
Allergic to pecans.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
So I will have pumpkin. Thank you very much.
You're going to do pumpkin pie?
Yes.
All right, babe. Well, I'll tell you what. why don't we, that was a little bit of Thanksgiving talk. I'm sure we'll talk a little more about
Way
that.
more Thanksgiving talk.
We've got a lot in this podcast you're going to want to stick around and listen to because we have a follow-up letter that has generated a lot of interest. And this letter was sent to us by a former swinger.
Yeah, we did a podcast a few episodes ago, if you want to go back and listen to it, called A Sandwich and Some Swinging.
Yeah.
It was about how to identify swingers in your neighborhood. There are certain signs to look for. And one of our podcast listeners is a former swinger and wrote us a letter about it. And Alan was waiting to get permission back from her to share her letter. And
I have received said
finally
permission.
got it.
I have received said permission.
Takes a while. Not everybody checks their email as often as we do.
So we have some, as they say in Bible study, we're going to unpack this text.
Is that what they say in Bible study?
I've heard.
Unpack this text?
Yeah, we're going to unpack the text.
Oh, I wouldn't say that in referring to swinger.
No, that's what we have.
Updates.
We have text, and we're going to unpack it. So yeah, we're going to get into some letters. We've got guys. We've got a weekly segment called Larry's Urination Accident of the Week. We have nothing but praise this week, so we're going to get into that. Larry is. I'm not going to say he's cast iron, but we're going to talk about why he's doing so much better.
So much better.
Yeah. What else? We got Larry, we got Thanksgiving, and and we're going to do a movie review. We just saw Bohemian Rhapsody. Man, that was good. I really enjoyed it. So
I had a few more criticisms than Alan did.
As per usual. Per usual.
I'm so critical.
Well, there's usually...
I enjoyed it.
There's lots of criticisms.
I enjoyed it.
In general. But okay, but before we do all that, let's do a little business.
You know what we're thankful for? Our podcast sponsors. And we're especially thankful for the ones that have been with us for the long haul. And one of the earliest to come on board with us has been Stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
Holidays are a very, very busy time of year. Just look at your holiday to-do list, how many errands you have to run. So how can Stamps.com help you save time this holiday season? Well, duh. The holidays, you go there to mail packages to the post office, which I love going to the post office. I'm that weird person. But the lines are really crazy right now. And if you've got to get in and get out, or if it's late in the evening and you're like, oh my gosh, I had to get this stuff in the mail and the post office is closed, what do? Stamps.com saves you so much time during the holiday season. With Stamps.com, all the services from the U.S. Post Office are brought right to your desktop.
Yeah, you can buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, any class of mail using your own computer, babe, and printer. And then the mail carrier picks it up. No trip to the post office required. It couldn't be easier. Let me ask you these 3 questions, babe.
I know what they are.
Can you click?
Yes.
Can you print?
Yes.
Can you mail?
Yeah.
Then that's all you got to do.
Yeah, Stamps.com. It's the exact postage you need every time. No more guessing.
No.
And it's for the big packages. If you've got a mail like me, I got a bunch of family in South Carolina. I got to mail big boxes of stuff.
Oh, big people. Big
anything.
people. Yes.
So with Stamps.com, you save time and you end up saving money. We use Stamps.com.
Yeah, we do.
We love Stamps.com. And right now you can enjoy the Stamps.com service with a special offer that includes a 4-week trial.
Whoa.
Perfect timing for the holidays. Plus postage and a digital scale without long-term commitments.
We hate those. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in sandwich. That's Stamps.com. Enter sandwich.
We do like some long-term commitments.
That's right, babe.
As in hours.
That's right. That's one thing I'm thankful for. Thankful for you.
They actually, Twitter did a...
on the ticket.
I'm thankful for you, too.
Thank you, babe.
It just made me look at this little piece of Thanksgiving trivia.
Oh, is that what we're doing first?
Well, just real quick. You just said you're thankful for me.
Yeah.
Twitter started keeping track on January 1st in preparation for Thanksgiving, I guess. And they said the number one result for people saying what they're thankful for on Twitter, you.
Oh,
What you just said to me.
Just you?
You're thankful. You just said I'm thankful for you.
So what you're saying is that was just a very generic, unthoughtful answer.
I'm just saying that's what most people say on Twitter, at least.
Okay.
Most people, let's see, you was followed in order by life. I'm thankful for life.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you survived a near-death experience or a disease or something, you would be really thankful for your life.
Yeah.
Next would be
you would.
I'm thankful for people.
Thankful for people.
Maybe people who do. Maybe it's like the people who helped the people. Maybe it's like that. This is on Twitter. Remember that.
Okay.
Family.
Yeah, I'm thankful for my family.
That was followed by everything. I'm thankful,
for everything.
I guess when you tweet, you're tweeting. You're just tweeting, honey.
Okay.
You're thankful for friends, followed by everyone. Thankful for today.
Yeah.
And thankful for God.
Okay.
That was according to Twitter. Keeping track since January 1.
What do you think about hashtagging God?
I don't have a problem with that because that takes you to other people who have similar or other thoughts about God, right?
But
you're a huge fan of hashtagging.
But
stuff.
I don't know that I would hashtag the creator of all.
I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't see a problem.
Oh, okay. I don't know that that's an appropriate use of God.
Why not? You're sharing God.
Okay.
What you can share through any medium, right?
That's a whole nother subject. But give me your top 3 things you're thankful for, babe.
Well, you.
Are you doing a bit or are you serious?
Well, I'm thankful for the relationship we have because
Aw.
I wanted a relationship for so long and I prayed for a relationship for so long and I got you.
And then you ended up with me.
Got you. And let's be honest, we have our ups and downs. But
Babe.
we do have our ups and downs.
Yeah.
But that's life and that's relationships. And
That's right.
But overall, I mean, I'd rather go through life with you than without you.
I agree.
So I'm thankful for you.
Okay.
I'm thankful for my health because right now, I'll be honest, I'm a little worried about it.
Whoa.
Well, when I was on the kids trip,
Whoa.
which was just this past week where we take, these children and their families that have life-altering conditions, we call them, because not all of these children are terminal. A lot of them are. Many of them are. Some of them, we've expanded the vision of kids, and there'll be children who are like paralyzed or have lost limbs in tragic accidents, or perhaps who are not having a long life expectancy, a disease that maybe they're not expected to live past their 30s or things like that. But while I'm on the trip, very thankful for our children's health.
Yeah.
I noticed there was a smudge on my face. And I was like, well, I thought that was dirt. Somebody took a picture and I saw it. And when I got back to my room, I saw this little smudge on my face for the first time. And I'm like, ooh, that's like this weird, like not a freckle, but kind of like a smeared, look, what do you call it? What do you think it looks like?
It looks like a freckle.
A smeared freckle.
No, it just looks like a freckle, yeah.
But not a dot. It's like a...
No, it's like a... Yeah, it's not a perfectly symmetrical freckle.
Yeah, it's not a symmetrical freckle. And it just popped up out of nowhere. So you know what I'm thinking? So I'm going to get that checked by a dermatologist very quickly.
We have a good friend who's a dermatologist.
Yes, and we're going to see him in the next week.
Dr. Clint's going to take a look at it.
So I'm thankful for my health, and I'm hopeful that my health is good. But that's just a reminder to everyone, especially us fair-skinned people who burned a lot as children. I'm very careful as an adult with my sunscreen. But, you still have to, pay for what happened as a child. So I'm going to get that checked and pray that my good health continues. But for now, I am very thankful for my health, my family's health. Third, I would be thankful for this podcast. I think that's given us you know what, I'll tell you, it's been really, I've done radio for 24 years in the Dallas area.
You dropping a dime?
No, honey, I'm trying to be
I'm sorry.
genuine.
You are.
But you're constantly making jokes when I'm trying to be serious. So I'll continue. I'll plow through.
That's why we're ham and eggs.
I'm plowing through my sentimental moment.
That's why we're peanut butter and jelly.
But the thing is, I'm used to hearing people tell me, I love you on the radio, and listen to the radio all the time. But now I'm hearing more and more people who they meet me, come up and say, hey, I love you on the podcast. Listen on the podcast all the time. Yes, and you're there for a lot of it.
No, yeah.
Why are you acting surprised?
Because
We're real, honey.
Yeah, I know that.
So anyway, I'm just thankful for our podcast family that's growing. Even my husband is being grumpy on the podcast.
Not being grumpy.
You've already bitten my head off like twice.
I did not bite your head off.
All right.
I just said, do you want us to stop and you get whatever you were doing figured out?
We're at home doing the podcast and some stuff happens.
And then we can keep
Sometimes
going.
a child will cross the room. Sometimes the dog will try chewing a hole in my sweater. I have to stop.
Sometimes Kelly will blow a bomb.
That never has happened once on the podcast.
Happened this morning.
I said on the podcast.
See, she didn't deny it.
Well, I can't believe you're bringing this up right now. This is so inappropriate, Alan. I'm not even joking. That's inappropriate.
Okay, let's move on then. Let's move on. Hey, Kelly.
What you do in the bathroom is completely
Kelly's,
off limits.
Kelly's human like everybody else.
I mean, come on, Alan.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Funny.
It's not. I'm sorry. Can I say what I'm thankful for?
Sure.
I'm thankful for my sweet wife, who I love the most in the world, and she puts up with my bits.
Yeah, I mean,
and,
as inappropriate as they are sometimes.
She gets real annoyed at me, but then 5 minutes later, she's kind of still in love with me, I think. But I'm glad I found my soulmate and my partner in life, and I'm very, very happy and thankful for that. Very thankful. Give me a kiss.
Okay.
I'm also thankful for the children, and like you said, just that we have 4 really great kids. They're healthy. They seem to be doing pretty good because, we're both divorced, so they have other parents they go see, and all the bouncing back and forth isn't always the easiest thing in the world, but they seem to be handling that as best they can, I guess. Mm-hmm. And around the holidays, I'll tell you what, it's not easy, We had to drop Emma Kelly off tonight, and, it's not easy saying goodbye and knowing that you're not going to see your kid on the actual holiday. I haven't seen my kids
this week.
This whole week.
They went out of town with their moms.
So that's, that's a tough thing. But thankful for the children. And then, like Kelly said, she's thankful for the podcast. I'm thankful for kind of I guess all the new people that I've met through, working with Kelly, working with my wife over the last year and a half on the podcast. And I've come to know a lot of new people and kind of got a new career going, and it's been really good. I can't complain about anything, I don't have anything to complain about. That's for sure. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Good.
Okay.
Those are good things.
And you'll be thankful if I never bring up tooting on the podcast again.
Well, I just don't think that was appropriate. I don't know why you even brought that up.
Was it inappropriate?
I don't know why you even brought it up. It had nothing to do with anything.
I can't even remember why I brought it up.
I don't either. That's the point.
Okay, well, that's what I do. Sometimes I get a little flash in my head and then just...
I don't know. It comes out of your mouth. All right.
Sorry, babe.
That's okay. We're going to regroup.
I'm sorry I've disappointed you.
That's all right.
Okay, what are we doing next?
Well, why don't we talk about, I don't know what order of things you want to do things, because why don't we talk about Larry? And then I'll just sprinkle in Thanksgiving trivia.
Okay.
Because normally we start with Larry's story of the week, right?
Yeah, we do. And, it's no secret. Larry has an Instagram, by the way. If you don't know who Larry is, go out to @TheLarryEvans 2018.
At the Larry Evans
2018. Larry is our new puppy, who we thought was a Maltipoo.
Well, what
happened, babe?
Yeah, when I first saw the picture, what happened was, I'll try to make a long story short. My dog George died a month before we got married in June of 2017, and it just gutted me. I had that dog since before I had Emma Kelly, and got me through divorce. It was just the best. I love that dog so much. He was a Yorkie poo-poo because his daddy was a Yorkie. No, his daddy was a poodle. Mom was a Yorkie poo, so Yorkie poo-poo. But he was just the best dog. I love that dog. He died in my arms. It was just awful. And I didn't have my heart open for another animal. So anyway, you know how Facebook does the flashbacks,
yeah,
the Facebook memories.
I'm aware.
One came up with Emma Kelly and George, and they were both asleep in my bed. Well, Emma Kelly was asleep. George was like looking at me. But I posted the Facebook memory, and I said, I think my heart's almost ready to welcome another animal. So my friend Holly, whenever she's like a big rescue advocate, she doesn't have a rescue group, but she likes to help place animals. And as soon as she saw that, she started hitting me with dog pictures that needed to be rescued. Larry was the first dog she sent me, and then there was a Chihuahua. I was like, I don't want a Chihuahua. I've had Chihuahua before. Chihuahua, you can't housebreak. They're impossible to housebreak. And I didn't like the temperament of a Chihuahua. I don't want a Chihuahua. I said, I want something that's got a poodle mix, that doesn't shed, and that stays tiny, because I have a doggy door. The house we bought has a tiny doggy door, and that's what I want. So anyway, we saw this picture of Larry. Didn't know his name was Larry at the time.
Well, his name wasn't Larry.
His name wasn't anything. He was a rescue. Anyway, so the Paws of Love Animal Rescue, right? Paws of Love Animal Rescue is the name of the organization. They said, look, we have to wait a full 2 weeks to see if anybody comes forward to claim Larry, who was not chipped. Get your animal chipped. Even if it's an indoor dog, you need to get it chipped because dogs get out. And we have a feeling that Larry was owned by someone based upon a lot of the things he did. But anyway, he wasn't chipped. They waited 2 weeks, had to get the little snip. When you get a rescue, they come fixed. And then we got him and named him Larry. Larry has been difficult to housebreak. He had a lot of accidents, and we were patient. I don't think we were horrible with him at all. The one time I did rub his nose in it because it was just a bad scene, but I did rub his nose in it.
That's why he cowers in your presence now.
Not anymore. But anyway, we sent off this doggy DNA kit because we were very curious. We were told that he was probably
at Wisdom Panel
on Instagram. We were told possibly he was a multi-poo.
We were told he was a
mix.
multi-poo.
And we looked at him like, I don't see multi in him. I see maybe some terrier. I see the poodle mix. I'm like, his hair's kind of wiry. I'm like, but he doesn't shed, which is really important. So anyway, we did the swabs. We sent off for the wisdom panel. Finally got the results back. Larry is mostly Chihuahua.
35% Chihuahua.
The one thing I didn't want.
And
which explains a lot about his housebreaking issues. But he was also like 3 parts poodle. He was part Pekingese and part...
About 25% poodle.
I've got it. I can pull it up real quick.
About 12% Pekingese. No, I'm doing it right now,
you
babe.
Remember it?
And then about the other 25% or so was Schnauzer, miniature Schnauzer.
Yeah, and he had like miniature poodle and poodle, something like that. So he is, what we've decided is a Chiser, a Chihuahua and a Schnauzer is called a Chiser. We looked that up. Mm-hmm. And a Pekingese poodle is a peekapoo. So he's a Chiser peekapoo.
Chiser peekapoo.
Which explains a lot about his personality.
Otherwise known as a mutt.
He's a mutt.
Otherwise known as a mongrel.
But mutts are the best dogs.
Yeah.
They have the best as far as health problems and stuff. They don't really, I mean, he is going to have some, all dogs have something.
I mean, he's got a bum knee, allergies, an underbite, a snaggle tooth, and
but
he had 2 ear infections. But other than that, he's been great.
But ear infections, he's a new dog. So anyway, little dogs are prone to getting that leg out of joint where one day we'll probably have to pay thousands in surgery for that. We should get doggy insurance. But anyway, so now we know what Larry is. So while I was at Disney World, Alan called me with some great news with Kids. You were home with Larry and...
I'm just sitting there eating breakfast. I took Larry out. He did his normal, I'm going to sniff around looking for the perfect blade of grass, and I can't find it bit. And then he comes back and looks at me and wags his tail. And I'm like, all right, man, let's go back inside. So we go back inside. So I am just sitting there having breakfast. And all of a sudden, I hear the doggy door swing open. And I'm like,
never does that on his own.
Never does that on his own. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So I peek through the blinds and I see Larry going out. He's kind of sniffing around. He goes out behind the pool where the little waterfall is. He jumps up on the rocks, goes back there. I sneak outside. And I kind of tiptoe over there and I peek over the rocks, and he's rolling a deuce all by himself.
He pooped outside on his own.
So then I tiptoe back inside real quick before he can see me, and I gently close the door, and he comes bolting back, comes darting through the doggy door, and I had a treat ready. And right when he came in, I gave him his treat. I'm like, Larry, good boy, you did such a good job. And I could tell he was proud of himself.
Oh, he's very proud. He's such a good boy.
So he did it that first time, and then when Kelly was away at Kids, he did it all weekend.
He peed outside.
He pooped outside. And I couldn't believe it that he was going outside and doing it by himself.
But I come home, and Alan, he said, make sure you come in the front door, honey. Now, normally when I come in the front door, that means he needs to get out of the garage. He needs to get his car out or whatever. So I kind of figured maybe I'm coming home from being gone for 4 or 5 days. I figured he had something planned. So I walk in to have all these little tea lights. They're lit everywhere. This beautiful arrangement of flowers. My favorite are hydrangeas. He has this white bouquet of hydrangeas waiting for me and a beautiful card. And everything's like, oh, it's so sweet. And he had a bottle of champagne and 2 glasses.
Where were those,
by
babe?
the tub for our bubble. Well, we didn't have any bubbles. We were out of bubble bath. Had a little couples bath.
The kid.
You delivered.
Oh,
my welcome home.
Thank you.
Alan has never been in that tub. One of the reasons he bought this house was the backyard and the tub, and he still hadn't been into it until this weekend. So anyway, we did that. But apparently, that threw Larry off his game.
I threw Larry off his game.
Because yesterday, we came into this room where we do our podcast for some reason. I don't remember what exactly it was.
I can't remember what it was.
But Alan stepped in.
But I stepped in something.
Poop.
Yeah.
And it was not new poop. It was probably day old.
We
poop,
estimated it was probably 24 hours old.
So we figured it had to happen during all that commotion
Yeah.
when I was coming home.
I think Larry maybe just kind of got excited, or maybe we were a little distracted because of
maybe
because of the champagne and the tub.
But that doesn't mean the doggy door is still there. He didn't use it.
You forgot the part that I had the tunes going too.
Oh, he had the music going. He had the iHeartRadio love song station going.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah, I did.
He was ready for me.
Oh, yeah.
And Larry's like, I don't like it. So Alan ended up stepping in it.
Pretty much what happened.
And I remember what it was. I had to record some commercials.
That's right. I was setting up the Tascam DR 680 Mark II for Kelly, and I stepped in it. Yeah. But anyway, we didn't get mad at him because he's still not 100% potty trained.
You can't punish a dog for something they did the day before.
He has no idea, right? But he's
been doing so good.
I can't say that we can trust him 100%, but he's pretty good now.
Yeah, George, my dog George, was so trustworthy. I could leave him in the morning. I'd leave for work at 5 a.m. and some days you don't come home until really late in the evening. And he doggy door, never had an accident. We're not there with Larry.
We're not there with Larry, but he's doing really well.
We have to crate him when we're gone at this point. We're so proud of you, Larry.
So proud every time.
Our little Chiser Peekapoo you are.
Chiser Peekapoo, otherwise known as a raccoon dog hybrid.
Well, whatever. But he's ours, and we love him, and he's doing so good.
He's doing good.
And you know what else is doing good?
What else, babe?
Our bed linens.
Oh, yeah.
We love our Brooklinen bed linens. I love them so much. I ordered another set for my daughter for her bed because you know what? It really does average out. Even though we don't get as much sleep as we should, we're all very busy people. You still spend about a third of your life between the sheets, sleeping or otherwise. And don't you think it's about time to have a bedding upgrade? If you want to feel like you're sleeping on 5-star hotel sheets every night without paying the 5-star hotel sheets price, you need to check out Brooklinen. They are the winner of the Best of Online Bedding category by Good Housekeeping. If you go online and look at it, they've got 30,000 plus 5-star reviews, more than any other online bedding company. 500,000 happy sleepers, including us. That's 500,002 and counting. So if you want to try Brooklinen sheets, it'd make a great gift for Christmas.
It really would.
Order a set for yourself. Order a set for your kids. Why should your kids sleep on cheap sheets? These are not expensive sheets, but they're quality sheets. The most comfortable we've ever slept on.
Most comfortable I've ever slept on.
Get more and more comfortable the more you wash them too.
So here's what you do, babe. You go to brooklinen.com. We're giving an exclusive offer to our listeners. You get $20 off and free shipping when you use the promo code. Oh, we're switching it up here a little bit. Kelly.
Kellie.
Use promo code Kelly at brooklinen.com. Brooklinen is so confident in their product that they have all their sheets, comforters, and towels come with a lifetime warranty.
Yeah, it's not just sheets. It's towels and comforters too. And the only way to get $20 off and free shipping is to use the promo code Kelly, Kellie, at brooklinen.com when you check out. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Promo code Kelly, because Brooklinen really are the best sheets ever.
They really are the best sheets ever. You think I'll ever get my own promo code? You think someday I'll be
maybe, baby.
I'll be a podcast personality and I can have my own promo code?
Jealous?
No, I'm not jealous at all.
You know what I'm drinking tonight?
It looks like chocolate milk.
I know, right?
Spiked with vodka.
About a month ago, I interviewed this woman named Marilee Kick, and
is that a made up name?
No, it's Marilee Kick. She married Kick, but Marilee is her real name. Marilee Kick.
Kick.
And she was a teacher. Well, she did a whole bunch of other things, but she was doing radio for a long time, news radio. And she ended up teaching, which was my original plan in life, was to be a teacher, and maybe someday I will.
Mine too.
But she decided to get her PhD, her master's or whatever, and you have to write a thesis. Is that what it's called? Anyway, for her thesis, she was sitting out by her pool, and she decided she would write a business plan for this. She just made up this thing in her head about a beverage, an alcoholic beverage that came in the shape of this votive candle that she saw. Anyway, it became Buzzballs, this $1 million industry. And I had to interview her. It's a woman-owned business. She's a, what do you call it?
Entrepreneur?
No, what do you call it? A brewer? No, it's not a brewer. It's a distillery. Yeah, she has her own distillery. And buzz balls with a Z.
How about that?
Buzz, BALLZ. So look it up.
Hashtag.
This is called chocolate teas that I had tonight.
Hashtag free ad.
Free ad, but it's so good. And that thing packs a powerful punch.
Well, that's because
lots of different flavors.
Spiked with vodka there,
A
babe.
lot of vodka.
Okay.
So anyway, thank you, Marilee Kick. Hopefully I'll be doing something with her again soon.
Hashtag free ad.
Hey, Thanksgiving. You know what stresses us out at
Wait a minute,
Thanksgiving?
we're doing more Thanksgiving?
I'm going to sprinkle Thanksgiving trivia.
Oh, okay.
41% of those polled said that dealing with crowds while shopping is what stresses them out most about Thanksgiving. 14% stressed by the expense associated with shopping and entertaining. 13% are stressed about having to prepare the food. That was my biggest stressor last year when I was hosting. 9% say seeing family is the biggest stress because you see a lot of family you don't see all year and maybe there's some bad blood there. 8% hate traveling for Thanksgiving. What is your biggest Thanksgiving stressor? As a man, I don't think you have nearly as many stresses. This must be all women.
Yeah, I mean,
Men don't get stressed about Thanksgiving.
Not too stressed out about anything, really.
You don't care about Black Friday shopping. That's all. 99% it's women.
Yeah, I don't care about
Except
that.
for the men that go to Walmart and fight for that one big screen TV they have for $19.
I don't get stressed out about but as an adult, the holidays are more stressful than they were when you were a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the holidays are for kids. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know? So
But I've never done the Black Friday shopping. I don't want to get up at 4 a.m. to beat the crowds. But you know what? I think there's been a backlash and some stores are closed altogether on Thanksgiving now, or they're starting their Black Friday sales like at 6 p.m.
Why is it called Black Friday?
Because that's
seriously,
when they get
I've never understood that.
That's when they get into the black. When you're in the red, when you're losing money all year, you earn enough money to get in the black. Babe, you really didn't know that?
That's genius.
You really didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
That's why it's called Black Friday.
And why does the birth of Christ have to revolve around retail sales?
Well, that's Thanksgiving. Christmas isn't Black Friday. That's
Black
Thanksgiving.
Friday, people are starting to shop
They're
for
starting
Christmas.
to shop for Christmas because it's usually a month after Thanksgiving.
But why is retail sales such an important factor in the birth of Christ?
Well, honestly, I mean, we've made Christmas a commercial holiday, and it shouldn't be. It should be about celebrating the birth of our Lord and Savior. But you know what? I wish I'd adopted this tradition early in life, but I think it's too late now. But I know some families do, like the wise men, they gave gold, frankincense, and myrrh, which is how many presents? 3.
I thought it was gold, Frankenstein, and myrrh.
Frankincense, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. That's 3 presents. So I know some people that they only give 3 gifts because the baby Jesus received 3 gifts, which would have been a lot easier if I'd adopted that rule earlier. But we just go crazy nuts.
We're not going to, we're not on this podcast. We're not going to do our Christmas list yet.
No.
Yeah.
No, this is a Thanksgiving podcast.
We have plenty of time for that.
That's why I did the Thanksgiving. You know, a lot of people think the day before Thanksgiving is the busiest travel day of the year. That is not true.
When is it, babe?
The Sunday after Thanksgiving. Because some people get off work. If you're lucky, you get the whole week off. So you might fly out on Monday or Tuesday. A lot of people on Wednesday. But everybody flies back on Sunday because they have to get back to work on Monday. So Sunday after Thanksgiving is actually the busiest travel day of the year.
Did you ever see Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
I did, but it's been so long.
We
I
have
forgot.
that. We own that movie. We should go watch it.
Why? I don't remember loving it the first time I saw
babe,
it.
it's hilarious.
I don't remember loving it, and I love
babe. It is so funny.
the guy that plays.
Well, that'd be John Candy.
No, the other one.
Well, that'd be Dean Martin. Or
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
I love Steve Martin.
Dean Martin.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of alcohol in that buzzball. I love Steve Martin. I love
Speaking
the
of
jerk.
alcohol, Dean Martin, yeah.
But I don't remember loving Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, babe, it is hilarious.
It's maybe because it's a guy movie.
Okay, let's...
Speaking of movies, you want to go ahead and talk about that?
Yeah. So Kelly and I, we literally...
Today, Thanksgiving Eve.
Right before we started this podcast, we went over to our local movie theater, which we could have walked to, but we decided not to.
Well, we had Emma Kelly.
We had other
with us.
errands to run.
Oh,
yeah.
Imagine walking a mile anywhere with a 12-year-old.
Oh,
no.
She'd want to be carried. But we went to see Bohemian Rhapsody.
It was a toss-up between A Star Is Born and a Bohemian Rhapsody. I didn't feel like being depressed, and I know I haven't seen A Star Is Born, but I know the story. It's a remake, and I didn't want to be depressed. Even though Bohemian Rhapsody left me kind of sad.
But to pull back the kimono, I mean, I guess just a little bit. I grew up in the 80s, you know.
As did I.
Listened to Queen growing up.
As did I.
I like Queen.
I did too.
I always thought they were really different. You know, they rocked, but it was a different kind of rock.
Artsy. It's very artsy.
Yeah, it was different. They weren't my favorite band, but I really liked them.
Yeah, Duran Duran was my favorite.
Well, yeah.
Who was your favorite in the 80s?
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Well, I liked all the 80s rock, you know.
The hair bands?
Yeah.
Like Def Leppard? I love Def Leppard too.
Yeah, the hair bands, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Metallica. I didn't get into 80s music really.
I did.
Synthesizers and all that. I don't like that.
Man, Duran Duran was my life in the 80s.
No, I knew a lot of girls who liked Duran Duran. But Motley Crue, The Crue, we like The Crue. But anyway, Bohemian Rhapsody, I was telling Kelly right when it stopped, I said, that was a really good movie. And I thought, you know, a lot of movies like this where they talk about and show older bands playing music, they can kind of get cheesy sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I thought this was pretty authentic.
The guy that played Freddie Mercury, I can't remember his name.
He looked more like Freddie Mercury than Freddie Mercury.
Well, then at the end of the movie, they show real, because I was telling Alan the movie first started, I'm like, they really gave this guy an overbite.
That Freddie Mercury.
It was a lot of overbite.
He had a freaking overbite.
Well, but he had a perfect overbite, you know. But anyway, I thought it was a lot. But yeah, Freddie Mercury did have overbite. I love the movie, and what happens after I see a movie based on a real life story, I want to go Google all the people involved. I want to Google Mary, the woman that was his basic, he calls her the love of his life. He wrote a song for her.
It's like his soulmate.
His soulmate.
Yeah.
He was gay, obviously, that we now know. But at the beginning of their story, he didn't know he was gay. He fell in love with Mary. She was the love of his life, became engaged to her.
Wait, what is this spoiler alert stuff?
I don't think so.
Well,
it's a real life story, so how can it be a spoiler?
Okay. Well, okay.
But anyway,
we're going to talk about the movie here.
Became engaged to her. But anyway,
yeah.
I want to go Google her and find out where she is now. I want to go Google the bad guys in the movie. I want to go Google all the real people. I'm convinced that the two of the band members were in a cameo. I'm convinced of that, but I haven't had time to go Google that, but I bet they are because they were co-producers of the movie in the band, two guys in the band.
Yeah, Brian May, and I forgot the other guy.
The drummer.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
But anyway, it was a really good movie. My problem with it, I loved it. I thought it was great, but I thought they rushed through a lot of the story.
Babe.
They don't have, I mean, I know they have like 2 hours or an hour and a half or whatever.
It was 2 hours and 35 minutes long. It's a long movie.
But I still, was it that long? Because I was about to pee in my pants, y'all.
Yes, you wanted more.
Halfway, do not get a beverage because halfway through I had to go to the bathroom and I was dying, but I didn't want to leave.
And Kelly was telling me about it too.
I'm like, oh, honey, I'm dying. I was holding myself like little girls do.
I'm like, what do you want me to do? You want me to like give you a cup to pee in? What do you want me to do? I can't do anything.
But my problem was like, okay, Queen became a band. Okay, Queen got a record deal. Okay, Queen writes a song. Okay, Queen does this. It was just like boom, boom, boom. That I didn't feel like it was able to really.
They're trying to fit 20 years into 2.5 hours.
I get that. But I felt like they didn't have time to really tell the story.
Okay.
That's what my feeling was, that certain things were just too rapid fire.
I felt like, okay, I understand all that.
But I still enjoyed it very much.
I appreciate your perspective. But no, I thought it was authentic. I thought the actors were awesome. They look exactly like the real members of Queen.
Yeah.
It had some funny parts. It had some parts that kind of made you tear up a little bit.
I got teary-eyed.
Yeah, yeah.
I tell you what got me the most teary-eyed.
Mike Myers made a cameo?
Yeah, Mike Myers. Look for him because, you know, Bohemian Rhapsody in the Wayne's World movie, they kind of gave it new life. And he has some funny stuff in the movie.
Yeah.
And you have to know it's him. But now that you know you're looking for him, you'll notice him. But I got really teared up at the, it all culminates in the Live Aid performance in 1985, which I watched live. I was addicted to MTV as a teenager. Alan's like, I don't think I watched it, but I remember watching it by my TV, and it culminated in that performance, and they nailed it. And when they're singing, "We are the champions, my friends," I started crying because it was such a beautiful moment when you know all the backstory.
Yeah.
So.
No. So.
I want to go download all Queen music now. I want to listen to Queen, and I want to Google everybody in the movie.
On the way home, I plug my phone in. I have, Queen on my phone, so we listen to some stuff coming home too.
Yeah, we listen to Bohemian Rhapsody. We listen to Under Pressure.
Dun, 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 dun,
and then one other one you had on there.
Hammer to Fall.
Hammer to Fall, yeah.
So, okay. So here, what are we giving it? I'm giving it a thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
I just hope that somebody maybe will go back and flesh it out a little more. Does that make sense?
So you want another hour on top of that 2.5?
Maybe a documentary. Maybe there is one that I'll go look, and maybe there's already been one. I just feel like, hi, meet Freddie Mercury. Okay, now we're a band. Oh, okay, let's go get a record deal. Okay, now we have a record deal. Oh, let's write a song. Well, this is easy. Oh, that's a cool riff. We have a new song. It just, I thought some of that was too.
So,
hey, stop it.
So the editing in this movie.
Larry, stop it.
Oh, here we go, folks. We'll stop down here.
He's tearing up a pillow. Larry. All right, we're back. I just moved the pillow out of his way.
So the editing in this movie, you weren't happy with?
It wasn't the editing. It was the lack of storytelling.
Oh, well, that would be the editing, because there's a lot more content that they don't put in the movie.
Possibly.
You know, they have another hour of footage they didn't put in the movie.
Possibly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I give it. Gave it 2 thumbs up.
And the other one we want to see is A Star Is Born. Have you ever seen the original?
No.
Or the original was with Judy Garland.
No.
But most people think the original was with Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson.
I've not seen the original or the remake
Okay, so
or
it'll
the
all be
remake
new to you
remake.
then. Okay, well, I want to see that. And Alan wants to see The Mule.
Yeah, because I like Clint Eastwood.
That looks so sad. And it's based on a true story.
That looks intense.
It's an old man that becomes a drug mule.
Yeah,
and I don't know if I want to see that.
That looks intense.
It looks sad.
I'll go see it.
Also with Bradley Cooper, who is in A Star Is Born.
Yeah, totally.
That's all we have for
All right,
movie reviews.
babe, let's do a
my
little...
daughter went to see The Grinch while we were at Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
And from what we were told, it was good. It followed very closely to the book. It's the animated version. And there were tears shed at the end.
How many Grinches have been made? I mean, good Lord. Wasn't there one with Jim Carrey?
Yes, that was about 15 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Long time ago.
Oh, all right. All right, babe. Status check here. Let's do a little status check.
Larry is trying to destroy our pillows on the couch. A status check, we need to get to our swinger follow-up letter. If you've been following along with the Sandwich and Some Lovin', a few podcasts ago, go back. If you have not listened to it, go to A Sandwich and Some Swingin'. And long story short, we had somebody call into our radio show, wanted to talk about swinging, which is very inappropriate for our podcast.
You think everything's inappropriate.
Well, our podcast not quite as inappropriate. We didn't get into the essence of swinging, just for the signs that you may be neighbors with a swinger. And after that podcast, we got this letter from a listener.
But before we do that,
one final sponsor, and then we'll
do
get to that.
a little business, and then
All
we'll bring it home for Jerome with the letters.
I just got done with going on latote.com. Latote.com is a service I discovered, and I'll tell you, at first I was skeptical, but I love it. You go to the mall all the time, you're looking for stuff, you're like, oh, I don't know, it's just a pain in the dressing room. With Latote, you can rent fashion. It takes the stress out of getting dressed. I got the package where you get 3 articles of clothing and 2 accessories. So it can be, jewelry or purses or things like that as far as the accessories go. But with me, like, they have workout wear, they have casual, they have dressy, they have date night clothes, things of that nature. So I go online and I put hearts. You favorite the things you like. They look at that. They take your measurements into consideration. They send you what works for your body type. You get that package delivered to you. You wear it as much as you want. When you're done with it, you put it back in this envelope, postage paid, and just mail it back to Latote. They immediately send you another batch of clothes and accessories. That's the package I got. 90% of the time, there's something in that Latote that I buy. And when you do buy it, you get it at a fraction of the cost. And so this next Latote I got, I'm looking for New Year's Eve wear, because we've got a big New Year's Eve party coming up. And I need that. I also need stuff that I can wear to work. So that's what I focused on. Now I'm going to get this stuff. I'm going to wear it as much as I want. I'm like, no, I'm not feeling it. I'll send it back. If I love it, I buy it and I keep it. Latote. It has been a game changer in my closet. Rent unlimited fashion, wear, return, discover fashion that fits you. Takes the stress out of getting dressed. Go to latote.com. That's LETOTE.com to get started. Enter the promo code SANDWICH at checkout. You'll get 20% off your first month. Again, that's latote.com and enter your code SANDWICH. I promise you will love it.
All right, babe. That was a good one. Yeah, you got Latote. I think they might have got 120 seconds on that one.
What's wrong with that?
No, nothing.
I love it.
Nothing. You
I
like
believe
it.
in it.
Hey, you believe in it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I've got a Chiser Peekapoo right here that is preventing me from getting to my letter. Let me see if I can get to my letters here. Here they are, babe.
Well, if you flap it, that means it's real.
That's right. Okay, first letter. Let's see. This one is from.
It's not the swinger letter.
No,
we're gonna that.
That's gonna be the cumulation.
Culmination.
Cumulation.
Culmination. Just read it.
This one is from Jeanette.
Hey, Jeanette.
Ask Alan anything. Subject is stocking stuffers for men. Dear Alan, a few podcasts back, you talked about some of your preferred items. One of them was a gadget of some kind. I don't recall the name. That was perhaps something similar to a Swiss Army knife with other attachments. I wonder if you could share the name of it as well as other ideas about what to get dudes as stocking stuffers. Absolutely. I will tell you what that is.
This is Alan's biggest heartache and love.
Item that you describe is called a SOG, S-O-G, Q3 baton multi-tool.
He's showing it to the podcast listeners who are watching us record this live on Facebook.
Yes. And I love this thing. I carry it every day now in my left pocket. I'm starting to be an old man. I got to carry a pocket knife. But this thing is so cool because it's about the size of a Sharpie, maybe a little bit bigger, like a big fat Sharpie. But then it has pliers, a knife, a can opener, a bottle opener, a file, a chisel. It's got all this stuff, everything any guy needs.
He loves it.
I love it. So it's called a baton, SOG Q3 baton. Other things that I mentioned that are good stocking stuffers.
But the thing is, behind this curtain, you got it at the checkout line at Academy Sports, and it was on sale.
Yeah, I got mine on sale. They're not real inexpensive.
Cheap.
It would be a good gift, actually. I think they're around $75, but I got mine for $15.
Yeah, and they were like 5 or 6 there. And when he got home, like the day after, he said, "Man, I should have bought more because they had 5 or so there, and I should have gotten them to give as gifts." Went back and they were sold out.
Other great stocking stuffer ideas,
if you can get them on sale, get them.
that I have are if your guy likes trying different liquors or like different whiskeys or bourbons, go get him the little small, the 99-cent bottles, the small bottles, the little plastic bottles.
Any liquor store has them.
Yeah, and they're fun to collect. I collect them. I think those are great stocking stuffers. If your guy likes Starbucks, I don't know. I kind of like this, but I like the little Starbucks coffee cup Christmas ornaments. Mm-hmm. Hint, 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 hint. I collect those. I get one of those every year. At least if I don't get one, I go buy one myself. Hint, 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 hint. So I like those. What else did I mention?
I'll tell you another good stocking stuffer idea, just for any man or woman. Go to the department store, go to the perfume and cologne counter, and get samples.
Yeah.
They give you free samples of a ton of stuff. And you can get cologne and perfume samples and load them up in the stockings. And they're free. You just have to ask.
That's a great idea, babe.
It is.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So those are some ideas there. I hope that helps. Okay, second letter. 2 of 3. This one is from... I better change the name here. This one is from Lil Kim. Ask Alan anything. But this is really for you to help me.
Then ask Kelly.
Ask Kelly and Allen. Ask Kelly and Allen everything. Subject, ask Alan anything.
All right, Alan, you win.
Message says, Hi, Alan and Kelly. She says, I've been with my fiance for 6 years. Wow.
Yeah, you
Wait
ain't
a
getting
second.
married, girl.
Oh, okay.
You ain't getting married.
No. Hold
right.
on. I've been with my fiance 6 years, and we've been engaged for 2 years.
Okay, that one.
Now, we're both in our mid-20s.
Okay.
Which means they met when they were 14.
Okay, I get that.
Okay.
No. Every story's different.
No, hold on. Mid-20s. In their late teens. Sorry. In their late teens. About a week ago, my fiance's phone buzzed, and I picked it up thinking that it was my own. This never turns out good. When I saw the notifications, I saw that he had multiple notifications from I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh.
Don't
This
laugh,
is
honey.
yeah.
It's
I'm sorry.
real problems.
I know. Notifications from the infamous Ashley Madison website, as well as an app called Cougar Life.
Okay, Ashley Madison, for
Okay,
those who don't know.
I might have to check out that Cougar
It's married
Life.
people who are looking for
What's Cougar
sex.
Life?
Cougar Life is older women looking for young lovers.
Okay. I looked through his messages and saw that he had been talking to other women for the last 2 years, basically our whole engagement.
That's not good.
None of the messages were exceptionally deep or meaningful, more like small talk, really, but it still hurt when I read through them. When I confronted him about it, he claimed that he just used it to help with his confidence and that it was nice to know other women were attracted to him.
No.
He said that it helped him feel sexier with me while doing laundry.
No.
Which is so confusing.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about confusing. Look at the big question marks over Kelly and I's heads right now. Do you think this is just an excuse? He seemed genuinely remorseful and embarrassed and said he knows it is wrong and said he could go to counseling either as a couple or by himself. How do you think we get past this?
All right. Well, if you want to get past it, here's the thing, because you're in it for the long haul. Here's the problem that I think a lot of young love couples run into is the curiosity of what have I missed out on. Now, some people like my brother and his wife, Lori, they met in college, fell in love. That was really his first true girlfriend. And they have remained faithful, committed. They got married the minute they graduated, and they have remained faithful for 30 years? And it can happen. But I think for a lot of people, if they don't date around and see what else is out there, there's a lot of, what did I miss out on? What did I miss? Did I settle? And there's curiosity there. If he is truly remorseful, that's very key. Some people can fake that, but I think on top of the truly remorseful is the actions they take to follow up with that. If he's willing to go to counseling with you, I would not send him alone. I would go with as a couple, and then he could do some separate counseling on his own to see if it's something you can move past as a couple. Otherwise, I think it's very wise to date around. I think a lot of people go through that crisis of, man, as much as you feel, those young loves you're with your entire life, what did I miss out on? Is this really the one? Did I give it a chance? So that's my opinion on it. But if he seems really remorseful, if you're really in it, go to couples counseling together. What do you think, babe?
Well, I'm going to take a little more hardline approach on this one, I think. Yeah. I think Kelly's right in that, there are a lot of, today especially, there are a lot of temptations for somebody who's not serious. And I don't care what you say. If you're, and I'm going to throw a lot of 20-year-olds under the bus here, 20-year-old men under the bus. I don't care what you say. If you're out there and you're screwing around with apps and websites and you're trying to hook up with women, you're not serious about getting married. You're out there screwing around because of what Kelly just said. You're starting to think, oh man, this is a guy's twisted thinking here.
And I used to, women would think.
And I used to be a 20-year-old guy. Oh my God, I'm about to be locked down for the rest of my life. I better get this out of my system, or maybe I should talk to some people, make sure I'm really completely sure about this. Who knows what's going through the guy's head? But I'm here to tell you, if he's really serious about you and you're going to get married to this guy, he wouldn't be out there messing around like this, right?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't go running down the aisle to that man until you go through the counseling. If you can go through the counseling and work it out, maybe.
I would tread very carefully here, and I hate to say that because I don't know this guy. We don't
know you. We've answered letters, like some people, we have answered love letters to Allen or whatever you want to call it. Ask Allen anything. And then after we do the letters on the air, we've had one woman write back and she goes, I think I made him sound a lot worse. I think I over-exaggerated. Y'all made it worse than it was. It's like, we only have to go on what you give us.
But she said he's been on those apps for 2 years.
That's not good.
They've been together 6 years.
That's not good.
They've been engaged 2, and he's been on the apps 2.
I feel like maybe you should say, look, this is one relationship I can look at as a reference a lot. is a guy I work with named Nick. Nick and his girlfriend Blair, they were high school sweethearts, but they were going to two different colleges. And they said, look, we don't want to go to college and be attached. Let's go to college. Let's date other people. If it's meant to be, we'll get back together at the end of college, but I want to enjoy my full college experience. So they both went away to college. They both dated other people. They both had fun. But guess what happened at the end of 4 years? They both came back together and realized, you're the one that I want. They are married now. They just had their second child and things are great. So sometimes you need to set something free. That old cliche, if it comes back to you, it was meant to be. Otherwise, I forget the exact nomenclature, but if it goes, then it goes. That's meant to be too. So yeah, try the counseling route if you want, but if you're the only two people that each other has ever had, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a break, date around and see what else is out there, because that lingering doubt, that insecurity, you don't want to go into a marriage not feeling 100% confident that that person loves you and is going to be faithful to you.
Maybe Lil' Kim, you have more of a forgiving outlook maybe than I do. I don't know. I've known a lot of guys, in my lifetime, and I was 20 once, and I'll tell you what, to be completely transparent, I don't know that I was completely ready. At least I know I wasn't completely ready. And I've told Kelly this before. I know I wasn't completely ready to get married when I got married in my 20s. Some
you feel
guys,
like when everybody's getting married around you,
you should too, but they just don't develop as quickly as women do. They just don't, especially in their, their emotional or their relationship maturity, Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just feel like, from what I've seen with guys in their 20s can be knuckleheads, 30s, 40s, 50s, and all down the road. But if he's completely serious about being with you, he's not on Cougar life.
I've never even heard of that.
Life for? I don't know. I would tread lightly. If you're forgiving, give him one more chance. If you're not so much,
she's got so much time invested, hun.
Well, what do you want to have more time invested in? Trying to make a 15-year marriage work, or cut your losses after 6 years? All right. Sorry, that's a tough one. Okay, here's the last one. This is the follow-up letter that
the swingers follow-up letter you've all been waiting for.
Yeah, and this one is from Leah.
We use Leah a lot.
We're going to change a lot of the details in this letter, but you'll get the gist. Okay, here it is. I'm going to read this pretty much verbatim. It is...
Did she say you have to change details?
No, she didn't, but I'm going to.
Why?
Just to be safe, because I don't want to... No, because she said this is not how she lives her life today, and it's a well-kept secret, so I don't want to name details.
But I think there's some restaurant names and stuff that
I'm not going to name those things.
Why? Because that's important to the message.
Well, because I don't want to get sued. That's one thing.
All right.
Why don't you let me produce, and I'll read the letter.
I haven't read the letter.
Right. Okay, so here we go. This is titled Swingers. Leah says, I was involved in the swinging lifestyle for a few years with my second husband. In my case, I had been married to my first husband, and after many years of marriage, learned that he led a double life and had multiple affairs. The betrayal was almost too much for me, and I feel this has helped lead to the events in my second marriage. I met my second on a dating website. He owned his own business and was on the Chamber of Commerce. He had an excellent reputation with many professional friends and business associates. Long story short, too late, he got me involved in swinging. In the swing community, the woman is typically in control.
Right. She picks, right?
She is the one to say yes or no to a situation. I believe the experiences of my first marriage led me to be a perfect candidate to be led into this lifestyle. I could know who my husband was with, and
you're there,
and he wouldn't feel the need to cheat. Plus, I was going to be the one making the decisions on who and when. And at that time, there were a couple of places in the Dallas area where swingers would go to dance and socialize. One was called the Mos Eisley Cantina. It was run by...
So you're making that name up. That's not real.
No, it's a real cantina, the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Mos Eisley?
Mos Eisley. It was on Tatooine. It's where Luke Skywalker was from.
Oh, I don't know.
Star Wars fans, you got me.
That's not the real name.
Star Wars fans, you got me.
I didn't get it.
One was the Mos Eisley Cantina. It was run by a nice couple and was open every other Saturday night. To get around the laws regarding sexually oriented businesses, they couldn't charge an admission fee, but had a suggested donation per couple.
Was that Sans Souci?
No.
Because there was a club that was known for that called Sans Souci when I first moved here.
Only couples were allowed, and you had to be on their mailing list to be invited. Yeah, because if you didn't allow couples, can you imagine how many swinging dicks would be outside? Well, the whole freaking
Alan
Dallas would be trying to get in.
Vulgar.
They had snacks and setups. You brought your own drinks. They had a DJ with a nice dance floor. They also had side rooms and an upstairs where couples could go to play.
Oh, my.
It was fun to watch the dancing and socialize, and you could do or do not as much as you wanted. The dancing was sexy, but from what I have seen, people dance this way pretty much everywhere now.
Yeah.
But at that time, it wasn't normal at the dance spots. The most flesh you might see in the main area of music and dance floor where you sat or danced was maybe a tit occasionally.
Oh, Alan.
She said breast. I said tit.
Well, don't be vulgar. It's vulgar.
A lot of time they would play music for ladies to dance, and they would dance in a sensual manner, and the men would watch. What are the men doing while they're watching? What are they doing while they're
lecherously watching?
We had two couples we met during this time. They were also professionals. We went to
Professionals?
Professionals, like
They do this all the time.
No. Like they had professional jobs.
Oh.
We went to one of their houses on a couple of occasions, and it was in a very well-to-do neighborhood. They did have a pool and a hot tub, as we do in a well-to-do neighborhood.
Hot tub.
And we spent some time in there. We did a little playing in their house, but didn't go too far with the other person's spouse. From what I experienced and observed, it seemed as though many of the women were similar to me and possibly engaging in a phase and keep their husbands and had insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
The women are insecure and they'll do anything to keep a man because it's better than being single.
I see. I was very selective, and I was only friendly with the two men and the two couples we befriended. We had boundaries which were always respected. It's a hard balance to maintain, and the young couple who ran the Mos Eisley Cantina were later divorced. Mm-hmm. The last time I knew of him, she runs a bar in... I don't know the name of this. She runs a bar somewhere else. I thought you might like to hear from someone's experience. We have never had anyone come into our home, and I am actually a very conservative person, and though I did have some fun sexy dancing and fooling around with the two attractive men and the couples we friended, I always felt guilty, as it felt immoral and against my teachings and beliefs growing up. Mm-hmm. This is not how I live my life today, and it is a well-kept secret from my past.
I think a lot.
Thank you, Leia.
This is me being very judgmental, but I think a lot, this is just me guessing. I'm completely guessing at this. But I think most of the swinging is instigated by the men who want to cheat or want to, they want to spread their seed.
Whoa!
But
whoa!
Women,
that's inappropriate.
That's like biological. That's biological.
It's not appropriate.
And women who are insecure that are like, okay, I'll go along with it, honey. I don't really, but I know there's always women that are like, yeah, let's go. But I think most of the time, like in this woman, you just go along with it.
When you do that?
I think there's women that just go along with it in the relationship because to them it's better to stay married at any cost. That's what my perception is of it. I'm sure there are some women who are completely gung-ho. But as she said, with that couple that led the whole thing, divorced now.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's a healthy way for any... I mean, who am I to judge? Me. I am me to judge.
You got your big, stretchy,
judgy pants, which are going to come in very handy for Thanksgiving.
I can't comment on... in my experience, because I don't have any experience.
We're not swinging.
I was trying.
Don't even bring it up.
No, I told this on another podcast. Somebody tried to pick me up for not a 2-on-2, but a 2-on-1.
I still don't believe that.
You don't believe that.
I think you misunderstood.
I will show you pictures.
Show me pictures.
I will show you.
You've never shown me pictures.
I will produce text messages.
Show me.
Okay.
Because I believe you misunderstood.
I did not misunderstand. When a dude says, you want to join me and my wife in our hot tub, in our hotel room, what do you think he's wanting to do?
Just
what do you think he's wanting to do?
Like, hey, let's go get our muscles
Babe,
worked
you're
out.
doing a bit.
I'm not doing a bit. There is the chance. Let's just say, okay, we're an adult podcast here. Let's just say there is a man that cannot perform in that way anymore, but he wants to stay in his marriage. And I just don't see how a man's ego, personally, I don't see how a man can watch his wife do that with another man, even if he can't perform physically anymore, because I know there's certain men that physically, medically can't perform. I can't understand how you can watch another man with your wife. Maybe there is some sort of perversion where that's okay. And I'm sorry, to me, that's a perversion. And if I am offending you by calling that perversion, well, that's just too bad. I'm not even sorry for it.
So you think he was wanting AE to roll up and
maybe he just wanted you to get in the hot tub as a friend.
Just be a hired woodsman?
No, maybe he just wanted to hang out with you in the hot tub because he liked your personality.
Right. And he introduced his wife to me every single year.
Or maybe he was, okay, here's another possibility. Back in the day, a lot of men, and I've met men who have married women because it's the thing to do, but they're actually closeted gay men.
Okay.
So maybe there's a possibility that it's a gay man who is in a traditional marriage but wants to still practice gayness. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. That's just me talking this through. You think that was the case?
I don't know. I'm not a gay man.
But I'm saying perhaps that's what the man was hoping for.
I don't know. I didn't pick that vibe up. He introduced me to his wife, who happened to be very attractive.
Okay, but I'm not accusing you of being gay bait. I'm saying that could be a possibility that maybe he's a closeted gay man thinking, hey, look at my wife. And then since you're open to that, maybe you'd be open to something else.
So you think he was wanting a piece of AE?
Why else would he approach you, honey?
Because he wanted me to join he and his wife in their hot tub. He wanted a threesome. It's simple.
Because he's
Why am I yelling?
Because he's there too.
So you think he just wanted to get
I'm just saying, there's multiple
You think he
possibilities.
just wanted to pull a chair into the corner and then handle up on his business while I'm in the hot tub with his wife?
We don't need to get very graphic with this.
I'm not getting graphic.
But I'm just saying that's a possibility. Who knows?
All I know is I was in bed with my wife this morning. I'm not going to get graphic. Don't worry. Relax. I see you looking at me. Just relax. And Larry's in bed with us, and I roll over, and then Kelly's face is right next to mine, and she opens her eyes and kind of is startled because my face is right there next to hers, and she goes, "You look like a lumberjack." And I was like, "Oh yeah. You want me to swing my...
Oh, my gosh.
You want me to swing my axe around a little bit?
Oh, my gosh. What does this story have to do with anything? What does this story have to do with anything?
You said I look like a lumberjack.
Well, because you're letting your beard grow for November.
And I said, you want me to swing my
Oh,
axe?
my gosh.
And then what did you say?
I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what I said.
All right.
What did I say?
Things are out of control on a sandwich and some leaven. Oh,
I have no idea.
Babe, we've gone way, way over.
I have no idea what he's talking about right now.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I really don't. What did I say?
Look at this denial.
What did I say?
Yeah,
I don't even remember.
We'll save it for next time.
No, he won't. But what did I say? Something vulgar?
No, he didn't say anything vulgar.
Did I say something cute?
Yeah, you said something cute.
What did I say?
I can't remember. All right, babe. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
This is a very inappropriate Thanksgiving show.
Hey, all I know is I was told I look like a lumberjack.
Well, you did. You have a lot of beard going on. Like Paul Bunyan. I do remember saying something about Paul Bunyan.
Yeah. I said, you want to see my big ox?
But I do remember this.
I said, you want to see my big ox?
Your big axe? Is that what you said?
No, my big ox.
Your ox? Now, let me tell you the truth.
Named Babe.
Alan snored
Oh, yeah.
all night.
Yeah, I did.
I slept hardly any, which he thinks he's sleeping, but he's choking and gagging all night because he didn't put his mouthpiece in.
That's how I'm going to die, by the way.
And I'm like, I'm going to have to sleep on the couch if we go through round 2 of this tonight. You've got to put your mouthpiece in tonight. It's been a very long day. But I don't remember what I said.
Okay, well, you now,
Tell me later.
babe, we're
Just
dragging
tell
on.
me
Yeah,
later.
we're dragging on now, and the dog needs to go out. All right, babe, this has been fun.
I'm very thankful for everyone sticking through to the end of this podcast.
Yeah.
Because it went way off the rails.
Yeah.
But hey, listen to the next podcast. We're going to be taking the show on the road. We're going to be in Maybank, Texas for Small Business Saturday. And you'll hear it on Monday. This podcast will be released on the Monday after Thanksgiving. But we're going to have a lot of fun there doing a live podcast. Also, we're giving New Year's Eve tickets away, which I've been very...
Yeah.
Man, y'all, I'm trying to find an outfit for New Year's Eve that'll fit my body right now.
We can talk about that next time.
So anyway, we have a contest, though. We have to tell people about that.
Tell them about it. Quick. We got to get
Go
going
on.
here.
You have the details for how to enter and all that? Do you have that?
We're doing we're wanting you to do a social media
video.
contest. So we want you to film a video. We
Very
want you,
quick.
Want you to, well, you can only do 60 seconds on Instagram. We want you to post it on Instagram. And the video has to be why you like a Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. So
Be creative.
Be creative. Be silly. Be
You can
funny.
be me and Alan.
Do
You
a
can-
bit.
whatever.
Do bits. Whatever. But you only got 60 seconds. What you're going to do, you're going to tag a Sandwich and Some Lovin's Instagram, and you're going to use the hashtag sandwich NYE 18. Okay? And Kelly and I will either Kelly and I will judge it, or Kelly's
Or
dad's
Jerry
gonna,
Raspberry.
Jerry's going to judge it. Somebody's going to judge it. And the winner will get 2 tickets and a hotel stay at the Hilton Granite Park on New Year's Eve. Kelly's hosting, DJ Mike Morse. Big buffet spread. It's awesome. Open bar.
Go to my social media if you want to find the link to buy tickets. It's an Eventbrite event. And you can buy tickets. You can buy hotel packages right now. But we are giving away 2 tickets to the New Year's Eve. And that includes open bar, buffet dinner, dancing to DJ Mike Morse, champagne toast at midnight.
I just said all that.
And you didn't say the buffet dinner, did you?
Yeah.
And the open bar?
Yes. I said both of those things.
Okay. That's everything.
Okay. All right. Well, good, babe. Well, this was fun.
Buy it or win it. And we'll also have first runner-up and second runner-up prizes as well.
That's right. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We're thankful for our podcast listeners. We love each and every one of you, all the messages you send, all the social media love that you give us. Send us a note at kellyandallen.com. Ask us a question. We may feature your question on the podcast. Usually we do. We pretty much read every question we get.
KellieandAllen.com.
KellyanAllen.com. All right, guys. Hey, and if you don't have an Instagram, get one. Come on, man.
Come on, sign up. It takes an email address.
It's 2018.
Very quick.
And it's free. I mean, post one picture, you got an account. So, actually, you don't even need to do a post to have an account. You can.
No, you don't, but you have to have one to do our contest.
Yeah, I know. But you can be a creeper and follow a bunch of accounts.
Right.
Just post one video. That's all you got to do.
For this contest, that's what you have to do.
For this contest. All right. That's all we got, babe.
Happy Thanksgiving, darling.
Happy Thanksgiving. Well, I love you desperately. And
I forgive you for everything offensive you said in this podcast.
That's a lot. And in the immoral words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.